Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I am here with the last and final episode of The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. This is the finale, everyone. It's crazy, I know, but I felt like part 30 was the perfect part to end. As you see, you guys are probably confused like where we are. We're at our new house, and I know you're like, why are we moving at part 30? Well, it might not be the end. I'm not really sure yet. So I already know how I want this thing to go, because everybody knows that later today, I'm posting this early in the morning for you guys. Later today, I'm probably going to do a live stream, because hopefully Jungle Adventure, I'm pretty sure the trailer is going to be released in full, and we are going to be doing a breakdown and giveaway on Jungle Adventure and a Let's Play on that. And I can't do a Let's Play on a Jungle Adventure game pack with all these people. So my goal is to use a sim that I created and play Jungle Adventure with him, and then do The Bachelor again, because The Bachelor was a lot of fun when we did it the first time, and I figured this time around, instead of just, hopping in with a guy, we get to know the guy first, and we live with him, and we establish him as a character, and we do that first. So that's what's coming up next on the channel. But as you guys know, my finale episodes aren't usually always like big extravagant things. I usually just go through the memories that we've made. So let's start first things first with Krusty Claus and Dusty Dogs. Now, Krusty Claus, Dusty Dogs did make us a sufficient amount of money. Marcus and Lola were great. Sometimes Marcus kind of started out slow. I think this whole vet system is very messed up in the game. I don't think it works correctly. I think there's just a lot of bugs with it, but it was fun while it lasted. So we have good bedside manner. We are good. We are attentive to, and we give great praise to our pets, which I'm glad. We could have worked on our ambiance a little bit more. Yes, I would have loved to decorate the vet a lot more, but we didn't, and we could have stressed out our animals less. Yes, but it made us money where we needed to pay the bills, and that was that. And we had ended, I think our highest was 3 stars. Maybe we only reached 2.5, so it's a goal. It's something that happened, and I was happy it happened. Next, the Critter Lover Club. We never really played with the Critter Lover Club, but it happened. Maybe we'll definitely see Julian in the future. He is just a child. As I said, another thing that I wanted to do with this series is completely make this an interactive series where we just focus on Olivia and we adopt a bunch of animals, and then you guys, the subscribers, get to virtually adopt those animals, and we send them off, and they're not strays anymore. I would love to do a series like that, so I'm still thinking about it. It all depends on how the channel works out with the new Let's Plays and stuff like that, because life moves on, It just moves on. Let's start our goodbyes. Let's start with good old Princey Pooh. Princessa. So, we adopted Princess. Oh, okay, that's perfect. This is perfect. We adopted Princess because we wanted to adopt a little kitten. And we did, and she was so cute, and then when she grew up, she was so ugly, so we kind of redid her a little bit, and she was going to be the mother of our kitten babies, but she was a very stubborn princess, more like diva rather than princess, and she did not want to mate with Sul, the other orange cat dressed as a taco that we wanted to mate her with. But you know what? It's all good. It's her life. She could do whatever she wants with her life. And if that is what she chose, that is what she chose. So there's Princess for you. She was super cute. I loved watching her run around, and I loved raising her. So Princess, I am happy that you were in the house, and I was happy that we got to spend our life with you and that you kept Dusty company for a little bit. And now let's move on to Cooper. Cooper. Dirty Harry Cooper. Oh my god, do you see? Okay, so Cooper was part of a identical twin puppy situation. Puppies to Sierra and Cody, by the way, which we will get to. And Cooper had a brother. I don't know what the brother's name was. I don't remember, guys. If you guys remember, leave them in the comments. I highly doubt anyone remembers that. It is so long ago when we had Cooper and his brother. And we decided to keep Cooper out of randomness. I think he was the first one that was born, and boy did he shock all of us when he came out with this giant mane. I had to put a sweater on him to conceal it. It was so much. I just remember that day, and he was so tiny when he was just like a little husky baby, and I'm so glad that he came out. He was like literally the perfect mixed breed between Sierra and Cody, like just not what I expected, but like almost exactly what I expected, like a great blend between the two. And I am so happy that we kept Cooper because, you know, Cooper was a big part of our lives too. He was the first like other animal to walk around the house, and it was nice to have him. He was the fourth, right? Yeah, we had 3, and then he was the fourth, and that is when we moved. He was the first animal that we had in the new house, so you could look at it, I think, yeah, right? Yeah, so you could look at it that way. Yes, that was great. I love Cooper. He's cute. He has a little pig nose. All right, let's go to Julian. So, Julian, I kind of had you. This was my face when my subscribers said that they wanted me to have kids. Well, no. So, when you guys told me that you wanted me to have a baby, and you guys still wanted me to have more babies with this family, I said yes. Like, sure, I would love to. And I was happy we had a boy. I was happy that we had Julian. Julian, we built him a little room. We built him an attic in our first house, and then he got this amazing room. We traded with void critters, and we played with void critters, which is something that I've never done before in the game. And we just got to, you know, play with Julian, and he really made companions with like Sierra and Cooper. Like I really feel like Cooper especially loved Julian, and I was happy we had him. Julian, I'm sorry you never got a sibling, but you know what? There's always the future. We do not know what the future holds. If this wasn't Cats and Dogs, I definitely would have seen me playing with Julian a little bit more, kind of like I did with Noah after Jake and Natasha from The Bachelor. When Jake and Natasha had Noah and we played Parenthood with them, I, you know, developed Noah, and I had Noah's Life, the Noah's Life series, which everyone loved. I would have liked to do that with Julian and done maybe Julian's Life, but it just wasn't meant to be because we focused so much on these pets, and it was crazy. So that was that. Let's move on to Sierra. Sierra is a very special dog. Now, I don't know how many of you guys actually like know all these animal stories, so I'm very happy to be going. Oh, that's such a beautiful picture of you. Sierra, who, oh my god, what was her name before it was Sierra? Savannah? Was it Savannah? It was something. It was not Sierra. It was a little weirder of a name. I don't think it was Savannah. I'm not sure what it was. We'll have to check. I'm just gonna like check. But basically, we found Sierra at the lighthouse, and she was deceased. She was a ghost dog, and we used the treats, and we brought her back to life. And it was an experience that I will never it was an experience that I will never, ever, ever forget. And it was so much fun. I'm here. I'm like looking back at our old video to like see what her name was. All right. Where do we resurrect her? It was honestly so much fun. Like, we had to get to know her first, and then I think we added her to the household. Yeah, I think we added her to the household first. And it was so cute. Just that whole adventure. We stayed with Olivia all night long at the lighthouse, looking for the perfect pet to adopt. Oh, I think I have it right here. There she is. Who is this? What was her name? Spatula! Spatula! That was her name. It was Spatula. That's right. Her name was Spatula. And then we just changed it to Sierra because, you know, she had like that Sierra Nevada mountain kind of look and feel. And she was dirty and dusty. And we did not know what color she was going to be because she was a green ghost. And I was so happy that we had Sierra. And then eventually Sierra had her puppies. And she was the only animal in the series to successfully reproduce. So that is something, Sierra. You should be proud of that. Okay. Let's move on to Hunter. So, As you guys know, Hunter is very special because he was the winner of The Bachelorette. So Olivia was the Bachelorette, and Hunter won Olivia's heart. And although I wanted a little bit of drama, I was aching for some drama in the series, and you guys were aching for some drama in the series. I just did not. I wanted this. This was a successful marriage. This is not like The Bachelor you see on TV. This is Coolnickyd's Bachelor and Bachelorette. We create successful relationships, and we will in season 3 as well. Super excited for it, by the way. And yes, Hunter became our stay-at-home dad. He basically nursed he didn't literally nurse Julian because that's impossible, but like he watched Julian while Olivia went to work. He watched all the pets. He trained Cody to become the best possible trained Pomsky ever. He reached the maximum level of the dog training skill. He made sure that Cody and Dusty were going out and adventuring. He had that feather collection that we never finished, which really angers me. And we cut his hair. Remember, he had long hair in the last. He was that surfer bro dude, and then he moved kind of to this East Coast. He moved to Brindleton Bay, and he just settled down. And he was like, "Time for family. Time to take care of our pets." And he did it. And he also, one of my favorite things, honestly, one of my favorite things of this series, his garden. And look, even in this house, I made sure we got his garden. Hunter's garden will never go unnoticed or unrecognized. It was probably one of our main sources of money, if not the main source of money. We downloaded that garden from the gallery and we placed it right in our backyard, and we sorted it out and we got rid of all those bugs. And the cow plant, Shannon the cow plant, how long did it take for us to get Shannon that cow plant was absolutely crazy. So someone just screen recorded my Snapchat. What? Okay. Hunter, I really like you as a guy, and I hope that we get to play with you again soon. I will definitely be saving this family to the gallery for you guys to play and for me to play. All right. Now let's move on to Olivia. Obviously, I'm saving the best two for last. Olivia. So if you guys don't know, Olivia was in season 1. She was in the season The Bachelor, and she failed to obtain the heart of Jake because Jake married Natasha. So we brought her back for The Bachelorette, and she got to choose her own destiny, and she chose Hunter, and they decided to start this life, and she got into the veterinarian business, and she was an amazing vet. She leveled up her skills. We improved the vet greatly with her, and with the help of your likes in each stream, we were able to, gain more money and things like that. And Olivia became she's definitely one of my favorite Sims I've ever made. Her and her big hips, as you guys always say, and her curves and everything. You guys always made fun of Olivia for that, but she gave birth, and she was an amazing mother and an amazing worker when she had the time. And yeah, so I'm very happy with Olivia and her life, and I'm super glad that it came to be. Oh, and she's part of the Renegades, which we never really focused on, but that's that. Okay, now it's been 13 minutes and we are finally going to recognize the 2 single most important Sims in this Let's Play. Let's start with Dusty. Good old Dusty. Okay. When I made little tiny baby Dusty that you see in every single thumbnail of this series, this is honestly like the perfect picture. When I made Dusty as my ideal kitten in real life. I have a cat, as you guys know, Jax. He's been in streams. He's been in my real life videos. Love my cat, Jax. But I've always wanted a gray tiger cat, and I decided to make just that, and we made Dusty, and he was so cute when he was a baby, and when he aged up, even cuter. He was grumpy. I let him climb on counters all the time. We fed him so much catnip. He's an elder, and he defied the laws of Sims. He did not pass away. I would have been too emotional to let Dusty pass away, so I'm glad that we are ending this series now. Obviously, if we come back to it, Dusty might have to say goodbye to us and enter pet heaven, but for now, I'm so glad Dusty is alive, and I loved playing with Dusty. I really did love playing with Dusty. He was Olivia's companion. I loved watching him go under the couch, Olivia petting him all the time when she was home. Dusty running around, chasing the dogs, always chasing the dogs. Dusty was that lone cat, this grumpy cat that was always just playing with the dogs. And I really loved Dusty, and I'm glad we made him. I'm glad he was a little hunter for us, got us all of those feathers, and you know, just he was a lot of fun to play with, and I'm glad he never ran away, and I'm glad he was a loyal cat that always slept wherever we were and followed us all around the house and always wanted that attention that we always gave to him. So now, down to the man, or the sim of the series, good old Mr. Cody Ellsworth. So I'm gonna be honest, Pomskis are my favorite breed of dog, and that is why I made it. I wanted to make a perfect Pomsky, and when we made Cody, he was just a little nugget, and we had no control over what his future was gonna look like, and he aged up just as I wanted him to, and he was adorable. I love him. The perfect trained dog, the amazing dog, always loyal. We saw him get old, we saw him pass, and then when he came back, I did not hesitate and bring him back to life. He is the best pet I have ever seen in any Sims for Cats and Dogs series, and that is the tea, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Okay, I'm so glad that we got to live with Cody this whole entire time, and I loved having him. And of course, he also found his little love in Sierra, or Spatula, and gave birth to 2 beautiful little husky babies. Now obviously, like, Cooper is a giant, like, thing, you know, look at that, and he was adorable. Him and Dusty in the beginning. I actually, fun fact, I named Cody after my teacher's dog. My teacher's dog, his name is Cody. He has I think it's like a Pitbull German Shepherd or something. It's like it's a big dog. Husky mix, something. Greyhound, I don't know. A lot. Part Greyhound. His dog's a mutt. It's a mutt. Super cute. So I named it Cody because I thought that was such a cute name. And yeah, so Cody's named after my teacher's dog. Fun fact. But that's that. Okay? That's it. I'm going to end the series now because it's just too much for me. I can't. I would personally just like to thank all of you guys for tuning into each and every one of these live streams and supporting this series. It has meant so much to me ever since the success of The Bachelor, and then Noah's Life, and then The Bachelor, Parenthood, Noah's Life, and then we did The Bachelorette, and you guys were so hyped for The Bachelorette because you made Hunter. Hunter is made by you, and then we started this series. I told you we would play with them with cats and dogs, and we did, and now their legacy with cats and dogs is coming to an end, but I would really like to bring them back. We're going to start a new family's legacy. As I said, we're going to use a sim that I've created, and we're going to play with them in Jungle Adventure, and then he is going to eventually become the Bachelor, and then we're going to use them for another pack in the future. It's just going to be so much fun, but eventually we will get back to Olivia, maybe in a mini-series, maybe in like just a giant live stream. We will definitely revisit this family. If you guys really want it, leave a like so I know. Sorry. But as for the Cats and Dogs series, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like. It's a big help. And I will see you guys all again in the next video. Thank you so much for supporting the series. Goodbye. Woo! Woo!